Hi, everybody, and welcome to Manga Palate, the show where I, Pasticie Luna, here with my co-host,
Manga Chef Isaiah.
watch and or read a thing or play a thing and talk about it. So, tell them what you picked, because you picked this.
But I picked Nekopara Volume
Eh,
1.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You picked porn. All right, let's do it.
It's not just porn.
It is porn. Don't pretend that's not part of it. Don't you say that like there's any way you can ignore that. You can't.
Uh,
You can't. No, we're talking about it.
that's a plot.
We're talking about this
Alright.
right now. Nekopara Volume 1 came out on December 30th, 2014. It was re-released as Nekopara Extra on July 27, 2018. Added some stuff. Not a lot, but some stuff. Okay, there's a lot of people in it. A lot of them have fake names because they're like, this is porn. I don't know if people knowing I do porn. Ahem. There's Chocola, who is voiced by Maki Tomonaga under the name Himari. Lots of porn. There's Vanilla, voiced by Yuka Inokuchi under the name Amu Namakura. She has done other things, though. She was on 2 seasons of Zero no Tsukaima as Tabitha, and she was Zajie Renide on the Nejima OVAs. There's Shigure, your younger sister, who was voiced by Mai Nagai, better known under the name Emi Sakura Emi. Again, lots of porn, but Mai Nagai has voiced Papillon Margaret on Papillon Rose, which is like a short OVA series. Atsuki is voiced by Mia Naruse, who was on Happiness, which is not porn, and now a bunch of porn. Maple is voiced by Yui Ogura. Not that Yui Ogura, a different Yui Ogura. The names are spelled differently. Yeah, porn. Cinnamon, voiced by Taya Okajima, under the name Uyu Arisaka. She was on School Days as Kotonoha. The game has porn. And Akisora as Kana, again porn. Coconut is voiced by Ryoko Tezuka, just porn. And I'm done. All right, because you want to do the game and not like the TV show or the OVA, both
Yeah.
of which are cleaned up a bit. So I have a question. What version of Nekopara did you play?
The Volume 1.
No, I mean traditional, extra, the one on Steam. Did
The
you have
one
a
on
different
Steam.
version? Okay, so the one on Steam is the censored one where they just kind of hang out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you bought the patch or anything because this is
I
a
got.
$10.
Well, it's
You
free.
did? Well,
Well, it
no,
was free. I'm not sure.
it was free. Now there's like a $10 one
Uh,
that adds all the stuff from extra too.
oh, no, I got the
Um,
one.
I have extra. I decided to play the Steam version because I never actually played the Steam version.
Uh,
I actually only played the extra version with the porn and all the stuff, and it was fun. It was cute. It's really nice. I still really like it. The thing is, the Steam version, if you don't have the patch to make it uncensored, just completely skips the porn parts, which is fine because you don't need the porn parts to enjoy it.
nah.
I just want to make it very clear that this is at first originally an adult VN or God, what the fuck is the word? No, eroge implies that there's actual game elements, but I think the word is just AVN, like adult visual. Oh no, ADV, adult visual, yeah, ADV, I think. So yeah, this is what I meant when I said in Japan the word adult means porn.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, so it was published by Sekai Project and it was developed by Neko Works, and they've made a bunch of stuff. Also, it's on Switch now and PS4, and obviously PC because that's where the original version was. And then the all ages version came out on other things. Because, it's not porn anymore. So you could just play it. It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you want to say about Nekopata?
Uh, I like it.
Give me something more than that. You pick this, you better have something to say. I have things I want to
um,
say, but you better not have picked this and then also have said, oh, no, it's cool. Because I swear to God, I thought we moved past this. Us picking things just to say I like it.
I mean, we still do that.
Yeah, but I make an effort, damn it.
Alright, so
You
effort.
picked this, not
Alright, why
me.
I like it. Alright.
That's something. Give me
Um,
something.
it
I want this
has,
episode to be 30 minutes long.
they have a whole, like, cat society thing going on. Like,
Okay.
everybody has to have their own, bells. They want
Okay,
to
yeah,
be
here's
legal.
here's the thing. At the beginning it says they're genetically modified cats.
Yeah.
So, presumably they were made by man, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In order to be genetically modified, you would have to have been in some way, shape, or form manipulated by man, correct?
Yep.
Who did this? That is my question.
Who said, ooh, I want to have a cat
Who's who
girl?
start who started this? Who said, "All right, I figured out something. I can turn cats into girls. This is
It
this
could have
is
been an
what the world
accident.
needs." No, I don't think you do that kind of stuff on accident.
Maybe they were trying to
It's
do, like,
too
cloning.
specific. They don't mention other animals. It's just
Yeah.
cats. It's not like, oh yeah, there's like animal people, and then it's like, oh, they just showed up from some accidents. No, 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 no. It's just cats.
Yeah.
And I,
Uh,
I get I get that realistically we're talking about, oh, the person who made this just likes cat girls. Fine, whatever. I'm talking about in the world the phrasing is genetically modified cats, which implies that man made these cat people. And also there's the sad part at the beginning in the before you finish chapter 1 where they talk about how there used to be a lot of homeless ones, that
mm-hmm.
like cat girls were always around, have been around since for a while, and at first they were all homeless, and it was like really sad because you would just find them like wandering around. Actually, he uses the word stray. He doesn't use the word homeless because they are, for all intents and purposes, cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a thing. I just thought
Um,
that was like an interesting statement to make. It was like, oh yeah, genetically modified. And I'm like, wait, so man made this? Why? Who did this? Why? Did you just really want your cats, dude? Or what? What was it so that you didn't have to take care of it? Like the way
um,
you do a regular cat. I don't know what that was, but that's a thing. So yeah, that's yeah. Also,
so, yeah.
I think I understand the math for the age of the cats.
Oh, you figure out the.
I think I did.
Okay.
Now, I only say this because at the beginning you meet Milk, or as they describe her initially, random takoyaki cat.
Okay.
Her name is Milk, but that's to be described at a later date. The point is, he says, oh yeah, she looks around 12 or 13. I guess that means in cat years she's 6 months. And I was like, huh. So alright, just dividing that implies that 3 months is 6 years. And then later on he mentions, oh yeah, vanilla and chocolate are around 9 months. And I'm like, okay, so following this idea, they're 18. So that's the game trying to buy back how weird it is.
Oh, alright.
And I was like, oh, okay, alright. I think I get what this is. Cause like,
So 3 months is
but
a
then
year, right?
3 months is 6 years, implying that every month is 2 years.
Every month is 2 years. Okay.
Yeah. So like, that would mean that by the time a cat is a year old, right? That's what, 2 times 12, so they're 24.
Mhm.
And a cat can at most reach the age of 15. So 24 times 15, that means that the cat would be crazy old. But I don't know if it's like if that's
Different
like the average length. Yeah.
because they're now a cat. Well,
They're not they seem to I guess what I'm saying is I wonder if like you know how a cat reaches maturity and then it just doesn't change?
yeah,
What if it's like that they got to be like a year old and then like that's it. They
they
look
live
like
to
that for the
24.
rest of their life. They look for yeah,
Yeah, I
they
didn't
look
see any
24
older
for the
ones,
rest of
so you
their
could be
life.
right.
Presumably because the Munchkin cat, Atsuki, looks exactly the same, and they
Mm.
repeatedly make comments about her being the oldest one. So like, I wonder if that just means that they look a certain age and then just stay that age for forever. Like like regular animals. It's like, oh, the dog is 2 years old. Well, that's what the dog is gonna look like for the rest of its life.
Probably.
So yeah. Also, there's a boob slider in the options, and I forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
like a
turned it all the way
thing.
to max just to see what it looks like.
Okay, how nuts was it?
It wasn't that nuts. It
All
was
right,
very floppy, like you thought.
I was gonna
There's
say
like
it
no
was.
difference. It's
I was
just a
gonna say
little bit more floppy.
it's not. It's not DOA, so I
No,
I believe that
it's
with
not
the.
like glitching.
I was gonna say the softening gel that DOA invented. I was like, yeah, okay, fine,
So you're
but
telling Nekopara they could be grosser,
I mean, Nekopara becomes porn, so DOA's never gotten that hard.
but they don't have the softening gel.
They don't. But do you need it when you watch a blowjob?
As maybe someone does.
I'm saying the blowjob is already going on. Also, they have an interesting way that they animate because the game is fully voiced, but they use a system not traditional to regular fucking visual novels because most visual novels just do stationary sprites, you know?
Mhm, mhm.
This one has a system called emote, which is what allows them to move, and is what is the reason you even have the fucking boob slider. Because it's like when they move, parts of them will move. So yeah, that's interesting. Also worth mentioning, the next game after this, sequentially instead of the chronology of the game, Nekopara Volume Zero lets you pet them as a thing, and I'm like,
Yeah, they needed that.
they needed this.
It felt weird not petting them.
And we felt weird not petting the cats. They're cats. He mentions he pets them a bunch. That's like it's a statement that you see periodically. Ah, and then I pat her head, and then blah 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 blah. But yeah, so like as far as the thing is, it's very just like I'm living with these cat girls. That's it. It's not really.
Oh, maybe we should explain
I mean, what is
the whole
there
thing.
to say? No, what is there to say? You're
They
you're a
want to
guy.
run a bakery. The guy's
You're a
like, "Oh,
guy.
yeah."
You're a guy who moved out to live on his own.
Hmm.
And these cats lived with you, and then they followed you and said, "We want to stay with you." And then he was like, "Okay." At first, there was a little bit of resistance, but it's a romance thing, so they stayed. That's kind of it.
I like the way
Then,
the sister has a bunch of money.
okay, if you want to talk about like the detail, that's the detail. I'm just giving you the
Oh, the
setup.
premise. Oh, oh
I'm just
yeah.
giving,
He just
yeah,
wants
the
to run a
prep.
bake shop, and they don't have their cat bill, so they can't work there.
They can't legally work there. It says if he
Yeah.
pays them, then it's a problem. As long as he doesn't pay them, it's not a problem. But he goes, yeah, but then his sister goes like, yeah, but what if you need to step out? Then the bell will be a problem because they can't be left alone.
So well, that's like the
And
only conflict.
that's a detail thing that gets solved in one chapter.
What if
By
they
the
don't
way,
have their belts?
yeah. Anyway, there's 8 chapters in the game, and at the fifth one is when the porn starts. And since it's been a while since I played this, I got to chapter 5 and just stopped. I got to the bit that I was joking about, haha, blowjob, and then I was like, yeah, I think I'm good for now. I could come back to this at literally any other point.
It only takes like an hour to beat.
If
So
you're not,
finish.
if you're not a slow reader, it's pretty quick. I'll tell you the truth. I stopped a few times just to listen to the background music.
Yeah, me too.
I really like the background music. I figured out the melody to one of the songs.
The
I'm like,
progression.
yeah. Well, the chord progression, yeah. I was like, oh, that's the key of D, and it's going 1 4 5. But I meant the melody that plays over the chords. I played that on my guitar, and then I remembered, oh fuck, wait, I have to keep moving. It's very soothing and comforting. And in terms of like a plot, there's nothing to really say besides like you spend time with them. That's kind of it.
Hmm.
I will admit I did forget about the other cats because the other cats only become more important in the other volumes.
Yeah.
Like the idea is volume one, two. There's six cats, so every volume would be two of them. So one is chocolate vanilla, and then the second one is azuki and coconut, and then the third one is cinnamon and maple. Which, by the way, I like that the other cats have breeds, but the first two cats don't. They go out of their way to mention that they're
Yeah.
specific cat,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, I know those cats. I know those cat breeds. That's a weird thing to just decide on. And you're like, no, 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 no. It's a specific kind of cat. It kind of reminds me of dog days, where like there's different kinds of dogs, and that's like a thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, Atsuki, the eldest and the smallest one, is a Munchkin cat, which is the whole thing. But she's like sort of, I don't know. What would you say? Tsundere? Yeah, right.
Um. Let's see. She.
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't play
so.
it for a while. Like she
I
just.
mean,
I think she's more like independent.
no, I would give that to
That's
Coconut.
Maple. That's Maple.
Oh, Maple's like the older sister type.
But yeah,
She's
she
in
tries. She doesn't even wear the own. Like she. Everyone else wears the sisters' outfits, but she wears her own outfit. I think
with
she's
her own.
more independent.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say Coconut is supposed to be like the cool one, and then
Mhm.
she just fucks things up, and it's like, oh, that's nice. I get what's going on, and she has heterochromia, and I'm like,
Mhm.
is that a thing Maine Coons have? Maybe I don't know. I think they generally have blue eyes, so I guess maybe she just is a specific kind of Maine Coon. I don't know. Also, fun fact: Maine Coons one of the biggest fucking species of cat. They are the biggest domesticated cat breed, which is probably why she's the tallest and shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and that's
So.
why the Munchkin cat's tiny. Is
Uh,
that's the thing. They are very small animals. They have bizarrely short legs. I remember the conversation was like that they were having during chapter like 3 or 4 when they came to hang out was like hey, I'm not gonna treat Coconut said something like, oh, I'm not gonna treat you like you're in charge just because you're older than me. Are you being shitty because of your stupid little legs? And she was like, fuck you. Those are the defining traits of a munchkin cat. I'll fuck you up. And I was like, okay. And Cinnamon's a Scottish fold, named after their funny ears, which look like they're folded over.
she. Yeah.
Yeah, huh? And
She
then
has funny ears.
Maple is an American curl, if I remember. Let me look at my stupid notes. Yes, an American curl. I am not super familiar with it. I've just seen them. I'm not gonna lie. I once played a game, Neko Atsume. You know that company?
Mm-mm.
No? Hmm. How do I don't know. It's sort of like, okay, do you know fucking like those click things where you just sort of like collect stuff,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
AFK clickers.
yeah, sort of like that. All right, it's one of those things, but it's about cats. It's literally just called cat collection,
Uh,
right? And it's just like, oh, look at these different species of cat, and what they. So like, I remember a bunch of different species of cat for no reason because I played that game to entertain myself for like an hour. So I believe the American curl is a short hair, and it gets its name from its ears, just like the Scottish fold. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. So yeah, again, there's literally nothing for me to say. I mean, there's maybe two things besides the age thing. Regular cats still exist. That's a
yeah.
that's a thing somebody says.
Yeah.
Where she goes like, oh, you're taking care of these two cat girls. Oh, that's so nice. They're a lot harder to take care of than regular cats, aren't they? And I was like, what? So regular cats are still around. I wonder how they interact with regular cats. I don't remember that being a thing. Also, when he goes to the stupid bookstore, like the pet store, he
Yeah.
goes, "You have any books on raising cats? The humanoid kind." And then he's like, "Oh, there's a lot of books. Hold on, give me a sec." Yeah, those are things. Also, I completely forgot how many times Vanilla just says sound effects. That's like a thing she
Like the
does.
purring.
Well, no, I mean like she'll say pat pat. She'll say like stare. She'll say sneak. She'll say those sound effects like sa ji pachi 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 like that. Pedal pedal. Like she says the word for the sound effect.
Oh yeah.
Like it, and that, but like Chocolat doesn't do that. She does that. And I was like, oh, is that okay? I don't know what it is. That's her thing, but that's her thing. I figured her being kudere was gonna be her thing, but then she also has that going on.
That makes her not cooter.
No, I just mean like that's an extra trait for something that I didn't expect. It's sort of like, all right, you got a sandwich, right? And you're like, all right, I got the meat and the cheese and the vegetables. That's pretty much all I need. And then also you're like, oh, a spicy mustard. I didn't expect that, but thank you.
Oh.
It's supplementary, less so than it is distracting. It's like I remember her being like very flat, like the way she spoke, until
Mhm.
the porn part happens.
Mhm.
And then like rereading it, I was like, oh, she says a bunch of fucking like random sound effect noises. Oh, that's I don't remember that.
I guess because it's so nothing.
Yeah, Chokora makes cat noises, like just generally speaking. Also, they have this. They don't do a lot of cat puns, but there's one that they do every single time that I don't know why it made me smile. Probably because it's so fucking easy to do. So like not like nani, nan, right? And variations of that are how you say what or why, right?
Mhm.
Right. So they just say nyan desu ka instead of nan desu ka. That's like meow did you say?
Oh
And
yeah,
like
they write that.
every single fucking time. Like anytime that any one of them would say it, they all say nyan desu ka. Even the other cats that showed up the one time to eat the cake, they also did it. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just the cat thing.
They can't
'Cause
help it.
yeah, it's just how they speak. If you can accidentally fit the word meow into it, you say it. But yeah, that's it. I ain't got shit else to say. It's sweet, it's nice, but it's in terms of like it having any sort of narrative, it really doesn't. I like it, but I cannot say there's anything for me to really talk about besides.
I like that it doesn't go like it doesn't try to be something. I kind of like
Okay,
that.
I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm just saying now I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, all right, dude, your turn. Do you have shit to say?
Um. No.
Yeah, cool, thanks. Sick. I guess. This is the thing. This is
I
the
don't
thing.
feel bad about not having nothing to say. That
Now it's just now I feel like well, fuck.
I don't feel like it's a loss.
I feel like it's a loss of only because now we just have to hope that the other parts are at least something.
I mean,
I feel like we should have at least done more than one then. I thought it'd
I
be
wanted
long.
something easy,
I thought it'd
and
be
since
longer, but I guess I was really wrong.
no,
Fuck, what was it? Like, zero is it's 1, 0, 2, 3, then extra, right?
mhm,
So then like one is them, zero is back at the house, two is Atsuki and coconut, and four and three is maple and cinnamon. And then Maple wants to be an idol. Am I remembering that right?
yeah, I mean, if it wants to be an idol,
Cool. And then extra is when they were itty bitty kids.
mhm,
All right. Well, shit. That's I guess that's the whole thing, isn't it?
yeah. Even if we did all of them, I still don't think there'd be much to say.
Besides, oh man, I wanted to be an idol.
Yeah,
Or that cinnamon is kind of gross.
I think
I guess,
cinnamon might be bi.
I mean, that's true.
I think they all might be bi actually, but
I think they're animals. Animals are more likely to do that than not.
but I think cinnamon is like the most bi.
I was gonna say the I remember like even in this one before the porn bits, she's like, "All right, you know how flowers have a stamen and a pistil,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
the juices, and it's like, okay, there's a lot of ways to say that.
and then insects carry semen.
Yeah,
No,
she's
I
just
mean pollen.
I mean pollen. No, I meant pollen. And she's like, oh yeah, that's another one. Where like fucking she's like, oh, I'm gonna drool, and then literally Vanilla says the word for wipe as she wipes her face. Like I said, the girl the character says a lot of onomatopoeia. I feel like that would be very strange outside of its stupid anime context. Because if you think about English onomatopoeia, they're not short.
Mm.
Like you can only say crash once before it starts to sound kind of weird. You could say like gee and like hold it and it doesn't sound as weird as stare. Even though that is what it means.
It'll
I don't-
sound weird.
Yeah, I think it's vowels. I think vowels are a lot smoother for shit to say. That's why so many languages have like consonant vowel structure to their words. But this is not about entomology. So yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Food time.
Yeah. This what? Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
sweet.
Sweet and nothing. Pancake. We already did pancake.
Cotton
Hmm.
candy.
The thing is, no, 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 no. It's not. It doesn't even pretend to have something like Dog Days. Like Dog Days makes you think there's something there, and then there is nothing there.
Yeah, this game is just there's nothing there and we know it.
Yeah, you come in knowing there's nothing, and you leave going, yeah, that was nothing. You know what? I kind of want to go with the cake, if only because the guy's a pastissier.
Hmm.
And if we're gonna go with the cake, I think we should go with a chiffon cake.
Is that like
'Cause
a fluffy cake?
it's a very fluffy, very airy cake.
Yeah, I had that before.
Because sponge cake has like springy texture, but
Hmm.
chiffon, because it's made out of egg whites, is very, very light.
It's just air, right?
It's basically air.
Yeah, I
Well,
remember it.
egg whites. So egg whites, when you aerate them, are like fucking thin. They're like they're like cotton candy, but they have a very different kind of taste. Because when you make meringue, what you do is you take egg whites, you beat them, and then you just add like granulated sugar and vanilla to get like the wispy sort of thing, and then you could bake it to make it something. But it's not in and of itself. It's like just air. And chiffon cake is made using aerated egg whites to get that equal kind of texture in the cake.
Hmm.
So it feels like nothing.
All right, so this is
So
a fun cake.
we're done. Cool. Sick. Hey, 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 everybody shut the fuck up.
Time for the news.
Yeah, it is. What do you got? Is there
Uh,
anything you want
two
to bring
new
up?
characters came out in Grand Blue.
Oh, right.
It's
Yeah,
pretty.
Grand Blue's out. Go on.
I really like the game, but let me look at the game. I'm pretty sure it's Beelzebub and Naramaya. Yep. So the devil and Naramaya.
Okay.
Naramaya is like a standstill character. She switches between like sword style and stuff during her combos. She seems to be like the weakest character because she has like her fireball is like really slow. That seems to be like her main gimmick. So that might be like a flaw. I'm not sure. If I had the
Hmm.
game, I would just experiment. But
Yeah.
she seems to be the weakest character so far. But she's also like she also looks really interesting. And Beelzebub, he seems like a zoner because he has a fireball that just takes up the whole screen. And he could like hold himself. But
Huh.
yeah, it seems just to be his main gimmick. And he could teleport, so he's kind of like Dawson.
Okay. Does he have the range of Dawson?
Uh, not his normals,
But
but
his
his
heavy?
fireball.
Oh, his fireball.
Yeah, like
Okay.
his normals don't extend across the whole entire screen like Dawson's.
Yeah. Okay. All
But
right.
yeah, they seem pretty cool. If I had the game, I would play them. But I don't.
That's an interesting way to start that. All right, cool. I got two things. Um, First and foremost, it's a Mighty Mashita Iruma-kun is getting a second season, and I was like, really? People are super in on it. I'm happy. I like that manga. And the anime, like, it just kind of wrapped up. It was like 26 episodes, and it already got confirmed for a second season. And I was like, oh well, that's gonna keep going. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. I wonder if like if they're gonna like, cause the thing is, it's literally just a whole bunch of fucking people, right? If they're just gonna add more and more people, or they're just going to sort of like stick with the people inside of it, you know? Cause like you could just not continue with the way that the manga continues, cause the manga just goes into a whole it goes into a whole story arc about like other demons who were trying to do a whole
So
thing, you
it's
know,
like
whatever.
Seven Witches.
Yeah, yeah. You could just cut it off a different thing, but you know. The other thing I wanted to talk about is something I think is really interesting. So you know I love Idolmaster.
Hmm.
I love Idolmaster real hard. One of the fun characters is Asuka Ninomiya, who's in Cinderella Girls, and her thing is she's kind of like broody and really into like she likes overtly obscure fashion, which is like fucking goofy, and she's a chuny. And it's like, huh, okay. But the songs that they give her are really cool. And she's like friends with the other Chuni, Ranko. And the character's voice actor is named Shiki Aoki. And for a while, Shikiaki was like, "Oh, I'm non-binary. I'm not man or woman." I was like, "Okay, that's cool." But Shikiaki recently just came out and said, "Yeah, I'm a trans guy," and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting because someone who is very in the public eye like that is kind of like, it's a it's an interesting thing to hear when they're not a comedian, because usually the comedians are just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
But this is a person who gets off on their just like gets by on their voice and they're like ecstatic.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then people were like, does that mean you're gay? And it's like that. Those are two different things.
Oh my
And
god.
as
Are they that not?
Japan,
Yeah, they're kind of
yeah,
behind.
it's Japan. So anyway, they were like, "Oh yeah, in middle school, I started dressing as a guy, and I was like trying senboku and stuff, and like, yeah, I dated a girl, but I wasn't like, cause it was the '90s in Japan, so it was like, I don't know if this is a thing." And it's like, I thought maybe I'm a lesbian. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And it's like, yeah, but then I was like, oh, I'm not a girl. And I was like, oh, wait, I do kind of like guys. This is a lot of stuff. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And now it's like, and then people were like, hey, um, wait, so since you've come to terms with being a guy, are you gonna do hormone therapy? Because that's really gonna change your voice. And they're like, nope, nope. I love the characters I play. I don't want to lose that. I was like, huh, alrighty. So yeah, 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 yeah. And then he was like, my experience is not everyone's experience, but to anybody who also questions who they are and what they feel like, what label they prescribe to, you'll be okay. You're not alone. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. It's so nice to hear shit like that. You know,
Yeah, especially from somebody that's not a comedian, like you said.
somebody that out there, somebody that, people can see and like have a whole thing. It's really nice for visibility's sake. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Also, he was Sutsui in 3D Kanojo. So
Oh,
that's cool.
oh yeah, the one with the
Yeah,
disease.
the mental disorder.
Yeah.
I still truly believe that guy has some kind of undiagnosed mental disorder. It was a little too like he had delusions. That's not how that works. But yeah, yeah. So those are the two things I wanted to talk about primarily. Cool, huh?
Now it's being normalized to be yourself. Yeah.
Which it should be. But hey, baby steps for countries that still will put you in jail for having a hint of drugs.
Mhm.
Baby, man, that guy got erased from Yakuza.
I
That's sad.
know.
That's sad.
Jeez.
That's sad.
Um.
They didn't even have drugs. They were like, there seems to have been maybe a hint of drugs in your body at some point.
It's
You have,
like no
you
shit.
are a waste of society.
Yeah. What you did to the fast Hanji thing.
Yeah.
Um. But yeah, it's nice to have like. I'm not sure if that person's still gonna get work if like the other people are cool with it.
I mean,
I feel
if
like
you
the anime community would be cool
yeah,
with it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's important to have people in this industry go like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here." You know?
But is he the only one?
Um, the only person who's like 100% confirmed as a trans man, I believe so. Trans women, there's a few. Trans man and like other
Okay,
people.
so it's like more. I was
Yeah,
wondering if he's like the
I
only
mean,
like
just in
LGBT
case
one.
of like, "Hey, look at me. I'm here." And it's like, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Everybody got hype.
Uh, mine is more depressing.
Wait, you're excited about something that's sad, or you just want to talk about it?
So I'm sorry about something that's sad. Is that weird? That's not weird.
I mean, no, it's up to
Alright.
you. That's why
Anyway,
I'm asking what you want to talk about.
so yeah, I'm not sure if you played this yet, but there's this free visual novel game called One Missed Message.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that game.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
so yeah, the game's depressing. Um, I might as well explain the whole thing because
I mean, yeah.
um, you start off the game, you're doing your school homework, someone annoys you, that's like a memer. It's like, yeah, I want to have some memes, and then the girl wishes you a happy birthday. She's like, oh, I mean, your roommate wishes you a happy birthday, who's also a
You
girl.
mean missed messages, right?
Hmm?
You mean missed messages.
Missed messages, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because you say one missed message, and I was thinking about the movie for a second, but then you said the end, and I'm like, oh, wait, no, okay.
Missed message. There.
Yeah.
But yeah, she wishes you happy birthday. And like, oh, cool, she's nice. And then, you go out to eat, at least the way I played it. And then, you come,
Yeah, you can do the airdrops and the other shit, yeah.
and then you come back, and then you get a note. You see a note on your roommate's door, and it says like, "Oh, call the cops. They know what to do." Tee hee. And then you go in the room and
And it's like, huh, that's a weird way to. Why would you end that with and then you go inside? Yeah.
and then she's yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't know, he wrote.
She
Yeah,
didn't. She didn't write tee hee. She wrote the cops know what to do. It's gross inside here.
Yeah, no, but I mean like he wrote. If you know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I probably do know what it means, but I don't know what it means.
You know what it means. You probably haven't heard the specific phrasing. It was referencing a person who did that, and the misprint in the newspaper was like he was an hero. So now people like to go like, oh fuck, did you hear what that dude and hero? And it's like, oh no, just you don't want to say it, but you know what it is.
Yeah. And but then it turns out, oh, it's just a dream. I guess it's more like a premonition, but yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of different endings, so
Yeah.
you know.
I of course went for the nice one because I'm like, no,
What you get is what you get.
no, I'm not letting you die. So yeah,
I refuse.
so I guess the whole point of the game is to figure out, oh, you should just probably spend time with
It's
people.
about communication. It's about somebody who isn't talking, but they probably need to talk and they're just uncomfortable about talking about it.
Yeah.
You gotta connect with people. But boy, is that not the thing you think it is?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, we're just gonna hang out. All right, cool. And then, oh, funny memes. Haha. Oh no, wait. Oh boy.
But the really sad part is that people can't. The game is like bugged, so some people can't get the good ending ever.
Oh no, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
I was reading on Steam. It's like, yeah, I can't complete the game.
Oh, shit, oh no. Oh,
It's
that's
just-
really sucks.
They can't like restart the game when you see your first commit suicide.
Yeah,
Like, go.
Oh no. Oh, you said it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, fuck.
And
That's
heroed, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you said it. Avoiding saying it.
'Cause
Because I was like, if you know, then you know.
so I'm like, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
I kind of did. Yeah, it is. It does suck that some people can't get a better ending. Like, it just fucks you on that.
Hmm.
But I do appreciate this kind of stuff that it's very brief, but it's really strong. You know?
Mhm.
'Cause sometimes you don't need things to be 20 hours long for you to feel something. It really goes to show the potential that like stuff like visual novels and video games as an interactive medium in general give you the chance to experience.
Mhm.
I kind of wanted to play Suppressed, which is another thing that person made a few years ago.
Mhm.
It's sort of about North Korea, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what the fuck that's like. So yeah, I've been thinking about that.
But you just never did it.
I never did. I feel like I feel like it's also probably wicked short. There's only 2 endings, but it's also kind of like it's also like a platformer, and I'm like, huh, I wonder how that feel. But I get wrapped up in other shit. So, but yeah, I know missed messages. I heard about that. I saw it on Rock Paper Shotgun like last year, like almost a whole year ago in like May. That it was like, oh yeah, Mixed Messages is a very short visual novel that is described as romance, horror, and memes. And boy, is it gonna fuck you up. And I was like, all right, sick. I'm in. Let's do it. Ah, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of those type of things.
Yeah, it's one of those. You just jump in and you're like, all right, here we go. Funny enough, I have 2 things I want to talk about. One of them is also a visual novel. This is a very visual novel episode, isn't it?
Mhm.
We started with one, we're continuing with them. So, You know I love Vampire the Masquerade.
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned it before. If you know me, you know I love Vampire the Masquerade. It's just a thing. Because I like White Wolf, and Vampire the Masquerade is the first thing that got me even interested in tabletops to begin with. So the Vampire the Masquerade is going to have a video game coming out soon, a sequel to one of the other video games, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, right?
Yep.
So to get people ready for the fucking game, what they're doing is that they put out a visual novel. It's called Vampire the Masquerade: Coteries of New York, and it's supposed to like give you a brief little glimpse into the world of Vampire the Masquerade. Like it has a library. I mean, it has a dictionary where people will speak with terms from the game, and then you can like look at the dictionary and it'll explain it in detail for you, including all the different like beliefs that they have about the masquerade and like the traditions and like the different clans and stuff. And it's pretty fucking cool. There's like a whole bunch of different kinds of people you can talk to. I've only played through it once. It
Mm-hmm.
took me around 4 hours. So you get to pick between three clans. You can be a Gangrel, a Ventrue, or Toreador. I picked Toreador because I love Toreadors. So bam, went there. Um, and then just like you talk to this person who's like, hey, I'm gonna look out for you, so I need you to do a thing for me. And it's like, okay, cool. He goes, also, because you're like a baby, you probably need to make a coterie. Coterie, what's that? It's like a vampire group of people. It's a group of vampires that are like friends and help each other out. I was like, friends? It was like, well, no, you'll never be friends, because that's a problem. We're always ready to betray people, but you can at least have some people who you can trust on a day-to-day basis. And it's like, okay, cool. And then you get some options, and you can go out and talk to them, and each of them have like multi-part storylines that connect into each other. And then by the end of it, one thing happens, and I'm not even sure if that's like the only possible ending, because there's the differences between the clans to begin with, and also the differences in the people you pick to become part of your coterie, because you have a
Mm-hmm.
certain number of days
To
before
form
the
everything.
yeah. So I know what I got done, and I don't know if everyone would have done that. So I'm interested in replaying it again. Probably still sticking with the Toreador, and then just trying out the other people and seeing where those stories go. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really interesting, and then, like I really do appreciate the little library, the little dictionary thing, because I know all this shit because I read those stupid books, like all the fucking lore books and the guidebooks. They're like, oh yeah, here's this book about the history of the Toreador clan through history of the world. And it's like, did you know that the Roman Emperor Nero was actually a Ventrue, and it's like shit like that. So like I know all that stuff. I know the words like Vitae, the Beast, all that crap. But for somebody who's never been into it, it's a very good way to like really steep you into the world.
Oh, so
And
that's a better introduction to Masquerade.
I think it's a fucking fantastic introduction if you've never heard any of this shit before.
Mm.
I think it's like really really good, and like because the thing is the game sets it up as you're a fledgling, so like you just got turned into a vampire or it's kindred as the parlance of the people is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you learn all this stuff through the course of the setup.
Mm.
And so if you've never been familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, then all of it is explained to you and now you fully understand it. And if you go into Bloodlines having played this, you'll understand all the stupid bullshit off the bat.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool because a lot of this stuff is like there's so much you have to like know to really be set in the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you played Bloodlines, the original one. Tell me that was easy to understand from the beginning.
Nope.
Not,
It was
right?
just like, oh, you're a kindred. What are kindreds? Oh, you have to talk to this
Yeah,
person, understand
exactly.
what
There's
that means.
so many fucking things to learn. That's like, oh, go meet the Nosferatu. What the fuck does that mean? And
Then
then
you
like
see
that
the
happens.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I get it now. I was like, okay, so you're a vampire, right? And it's like, wait, but why are you crazy? It's like, oh, because you're Malkavian. Well, what does that mean? And it's like, yeah, like all that shit. The Sabbat, the fucking, the Kuei-jin, all that shit is like so complicated. It's assuming you have some kind of understanding of Vampire the Masquerade,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not really true. It's a sure Vampire the Masquerade is maybe the most popular of the White Wolf games that even when they restarted everything into the New World of Darkness, which then got called Chronicle of Darkness, for like Vampire the Requiem and fucking Werewolf the Forsaken and all that shit, that like they reset it only to come back to Masquerade again anyway. Like the fifth edition of Vampire the Masquerade came out, they rewrote a bunch of the stuff, but like the world and all the other stuff is already really set, and you like just have to know, and it's just so much bullshit that like I feel like if you jump into Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, they're probably not gonna explain anything again.
Uh,
So I would say Coteries of New York is a really, really good way to just,
would it be a original story?
it kind of is.
Wait, you already know the Bloodlines too? Oh, you're
What do you
talking
mean?
about the. I was talking about. You said they make two, right? Bloodlines two. You
Yeah,
said they won't explain anything. I
I
think
don't
they
think
would.
so. I don't think so. I think it'll be as explained as Masquerade 1, as Bloodlines 1,
Yeah.
which is not a lot.
I mean, I still understand some stuff. The way
Yeah,
they.
yeah. But I mean, to really set yourself into the world, there's so much stupid bullshit you have to know, so that when they talk, you don't get confused.
Hmm.
And yeah, like I really think this is a great way to get someone to like if you're interested in what this world is like, play Coteries of New York, and if this is what you're into, you're gonna love Vampire the Masquerade. Like that's what I'm saying.
Alright.
It's really cool. And like I said, went through it once, and it took me like 4 hours because I was like slowly reading all this other shit. And I was like, oh, okay, so there's this and there's this and there's this, and there's so many options I had to like fiddle through. I think it's really cool, and I kind of want to kind of want to play it again and see where that goes. See like, oh, what happens if I pick this person instead of this person, and all that kind of shit. Seems to be a lot, which is why the game is actually worth money.
Yeah. People think it's like easy to make a visual novel. It is, but you still pay for the writers.
Time. It takes time. It depending on how short you want to make it. Like if you just want to make a porn one, it might be a little bit easier because you just have to pay artists,
Hmm.
and voice actors. But if you really really want to make like a whole adventure thing, there's a lot more writing and stuff that you have to edit through and sift through. So like, it's a thing.
I'm pretty sure you have to pay like the Masquerade company or whatever.
Oh yeah, you have to give a percentage of it to White Wolf because it's a thing that they own. And yeah, so it came out like a few months ago, and I just kind of found out about it. So I got in, and yeah, I really dig it. I think it's super cool. The second thing I want to talk about was a different kind of game, but a game nevertheless. It's a game I've been interested in for a while, but I never sat down to play it. I have it now, so I kind of just I want to play it. It's called The Hex. I think I've told you about it before.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So it's made by the guy who made Pony Island.
Mhm.
Came out 2 years ago. He's working on a new game right now. Fuck if I remember what it's called, but it also has a really interesting title, just like this kind of shit. But so the thing about the hex that I've mentioned before, wait, what was it called again? Inscription. Inscription is the new game. I don't know if it's gonna be a card thing or whatever, but it's gonna be the same kind of like wild narrative shit. So yeah, so the hex is basically it's kind of like, and then there were none, where a bunch of people get invited to a house and then a guy gets murdered.
Mhm.
Then you investigate the murder.
Mhm.
So yeah, you have a bunch of different characters from different kinds of video games that show up, and they're all hanging out together because they got called together to meet this one guy. And yeah, then he dies, and then everybody's trying to figure out what happened. And as you try to figure out what happened, you play every one of the characters in a different style of game. So like one of them is a tactical RPG, sort of like God, what's the name of that game? XCOM.
Mhm.
Another one is more of like a JRPG. One of them, he looks kind of like Crash. He plays a platformer. His name's Super Weasel Kid. There's a fighting game. Like there's a whole bunch of different games. And yeah, so I really wanted to play it when it first came out, and I just haven't had the time. But now I have it, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I should play it. Also, a thing I heard is that when you beat this game, the actual real ending, the secret ending that like explains what the game is hidden inside of a completely separate game.
It's a meta game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to
So
like
I,
open up the folder.
so I'm going to beat this game, and then I'm going to play that other game to then be able to say that I understand what happened. But yeah, this is a weird postmodern kind of
I
game.
think it was one of those. Like you remember doing the thing in B3. the escape room, the escape thing.
The escape thing. Oh, the little game.
I think it
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be like that though.
From what I heard, it's a fishing thing.
Oh,
Like
I
it's.
saw some guy like doing like a long speed run of like Crash.
Oh, that's different. No, but like there's a separate game after you beat this. That's like a fishing game. That will help. That once you get the information from that game, and you go back to the hex, then you will have the true ending.
Hmm.
But you have to beat the other game also.
Could you find me some code or something?
I mean, that's the thing, is beating the other game will probably give you the code.
And you're like, what does that code mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People were like playing the other game, and then they were like, "Wait a second! Oh God damn it! This is actually the secret. Oh fuck yeah!" So then you have to go back to the other one, and yeah. So that's I think that's interesting, and I can't wait to play the hex because like that's such a cool idea to me.
To
The
make
whole
different games in a game.
to make different games in a game about games. I really like meta shit like that. You know, Postmodern meta shit is really my jam. That's why I like art house movies. You know, and I joke about nobody gives a shit about art house movies besides me. That's the
Uh,
kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I joke about. So like, yeah, it's like that. That I'm like, oh fuck, this seems really cool.
it's really complicated for no reason.
It's overly complex for no reason, and I'm all about it. I couldn't have asked for more. So yeah, that's kind of it. You got anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that's it for this episode of Manga Palette. Thanks for listening, and if you guys are still here, you guys get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
Yeah, you get it. Bye.